I happened to see this video that came across my timeline on YouTube, and I clicked on it. It was the video of a black woman, and I didn't realize she was from the UK until I actually watched the video and I heard her accent. Now, I spoke on this topic briefly in a video of the past, and it was a video about foreigners that adopt the ghetto mentality of the so-called black Americans. And it always amazed me that they use the poverty ghetto mentality, they wear it as a fashion. And to me, that's mind-blowing, because in the way they look at the Ratchet ghetto black female, or the ghetto mentality, is the same way that we as so-called Americans look at the mafia. I recall talking to an Italian woman one time, and we were talking about different movies. And I was telling her about the movies that I liked. And the movies that I liked were mafia movies, the Italian mafia. Her whole expression changed, and she looked at me and she says, "Why do Americans glorify crime?" She said, "Why would you guys like that? People committing crime and murders, prostitution, drug dealing." She said, "Why do you glorify that?" And for a minute, it kind of took me back, because these are things that we really don't think about. You know, we watch TV and they make the mobster look cool. I mean, just wearing the suits, the hats, the attitude, dudes look cool. It's just like when the movie Scarface came out. A lot of black people adopted Tony Montana's mindset or mentality. So now you got a lot of drug dealers, black dudes, that's trying to be another Tony Montana. So why is it that people wear ratchetness, the ghetto mentality, and criminal as if it's a fashion, it's a style? Now, I was watching this YouTube video, and this female from the UK, she had her hair, did like the ghetto black females in America. She had the mentality, she had the attitude, she was popping her lips like a tranny. So I commented on her video and asked her, like, why are you acting like ghetto black chicks? And she responded with an attitude. Why do you care? But she spelled care different, you know. Why do you care? You don't watch my videos. So she came back with attitude. And then she came back, and I said, well, it was by mistake that I clicked on your video. I mean, she's not subscribed to me. I'm not subscribed to her. It was just something that happened to come across my feed. And I said it was an accident. It was a mistake. I really didn't. I just happened to see it. I clicked on it. And then she put God bless. So my mindset is like, okay, you don't believe in God. Because if you really believed in God, why are you impersonating the devil mentality? The ratchet, ghetto, demonic, poverty-stricken attitude. And it made my mind go back to the Italian chick that asked me, why do black Americans, or why do Americans, you know, glorify the mafia or the mob? It makes a lot of sense. So why do people, foreigners, glorify the ghetto mentality, poverty? It's like you may live in a nice residential neighborhood, you drive a nice car, you own your own business, or you may have a good job, you have your degree, but you feel the need to adopt a poverty type lifestyle, mentality. You know, you come outside, you got rainbow colored hair, you acting all ratchet and ghetto, you know, you're speaking improper English, right? And then you go back to your home, but yet the people that's in poverty still live in poverty. You living good while impersonating them. And the thing that's really mind-blowing is that black people get upset when white people put on blackface. But you got foreigners globally, even local white people, that try so hard to look like and act like black people, trying to sound like black people. But at the same time, you have so many that's displaying hate towards black people. And could that hate be as a result of jealousy? Because they wish they had the talents and skills that black people had? So then it also makes me wonder that if black people, being that black people are now leaders and don't realize they're leaders, and don't realize how they are affecting the world globally, how they are affecting fashion, trends. If black people were to start living righteously, thinking righteously, speaking righteously, no more vulgarity, no more ratchetness, no more ghetto mentality, I'm wondering if the world would follow. Being that black people are leaders and don't realize they're leaders, I'm wondering if they were to start being righteous, if the world would follow their righteousness. But since they're not, they're ghetto, they're ratchet, the world is following them. And in many cases, they don't even want to admit that they're following. I would never have thought in a million years that I would see people from the UK acting like the poor people, the ghetto ratchet mentality people, the undesirable people in the ghettos of America. And maybe that's why it's their agenda to keep black people poor and in the ghetto. Because that's where a lot of the creativity of black people come from. So maybe there's some type of agenda, right? Since we like to talk about agendas, maybe there's some type of agenda to keep black people in the ghetto because that's where the creativity comes from. And now when black people are displaying their free creativity, then you have the world or the secular view or white people now capitalizing off of that. It's like black dudes going into prison and sagging their pants to show that their butt is available to other men. So they come out of prison with that same mentality, and guess what? The world embraced it. So now you have Asian dudes sagging their pants. You have dudes from the UK sagging their pants. Everybody now want to rap. Everybody in the world want to be a rapper. But yet, a lot of those same people would dress in blackface. A white dude said to me a couple of weeks ago, this white cop said to me, he said if it wasn't for white people, a lot of these rappers would not be in business. He said because white people buy up the most of their music. It's the white people that's keeping blacks on top, because we all know, we speak about this in videos where black people don't support black people. So if white people or other people in the world didn't support the music or the rap music, or which I don't really even look at as music nowadays in modern times, or even in the theaters, movies, if other people did not support that, black people would not be where they are. We wouldn't have as many black millionaires if white people didn't support it, because of course black people don't support black people. And the ones that are on top is black people that pull black people down. It's like the case with R. Kelly. And who else was that? Bill Cosby. And all the other blacks that were brought down, black men, mind you, that were brought down, incarcerated, stripped. It was all done by black people spreading the word and protesting against black people. But yet, when you look at the whites that committed worse crimes and more recent crimes, they're still holding on to their wealth and fame. None of them have been incarcerated. But black people now, it's now their mission to bring R. Kelly down. And they go over and beyond, and they would get a black female attorney to do it. And she would stand up and make the speech. Not a white woman, a black female. So the world is adapting and capitalizing off of the ratchetness of black people. Even down to the black tranny dude popping his lips and the hands flapping and whatnot. And now you have this female in the UK that more than likely don't live that lifestyle. Everybody's wearing a mask. Everybody's wearing a mask. Everybody want to be somebody else. People in the UK want to be Americans. Americans are suffering. They're being that way. They have a choice, but their conditions put them in that frame of mind. But you have the world that's glorifying that. Just like we glorify the mafia. We like those movies. We don't go out and commit those crimes. Well, a lot of people do. But I still like Scarface. I still like these different mafia movies. I got videotapes of mafia. We go and spend our money to watch the mob on TV. So why do people adapt the negative things in life and frown upon the things that are positive and righteous? So feedback, tell me what you think. Until next time, I'm fearless.